We in the call with this one, but how to reach your goals and will harnessing your sexual energy help you get there. Now, that first off, that's a weird statement. I want to acknowledge that, but that's the type of statement that you always see throughout sort of the self-improvement niche throughout the years on social media, especially now recently. But when I hear that statement, first off, it makes me think, well, what does that mean, and how could you go about in doing that? And I think now looking back and pondering that question, that's made me realize that really does not matter. What do I mean by this? I'm not trying to knock any good habits or knock you doing good habits or blah blah blah. What I'm getting at is the only thing that's going to help you get to your goals is doing actual things that's going to help you get to your goals. Somebody could be jacking off like 80 times a day, smoking a pack of cigarettes, but if they doing actual things, small or big, towards their goal, and they're clear and know what their goal is, and they're doing the systematic steps that's actually important to reaching their goal, they're going to reach that goal. And they're going to be being the person that's going to be waking up super early, taking the ice bath with the banana peel on their face, with the cold plunge on their face, and on day 360 no fap and all that other stuff. Now if you're doing all that other stuff, and it's good that you're doing that, doing the good habits, but all that stuff should be looked at as supplemental or whatever. The main thing that you should be focused on is just your goal and what you're trying to achieve, and you need to know what you're trying to achieve. Now that all that stuff, like I said, that's supplemental, but just keep in mind and don't get lost in the Billy Gounder. I just made that word up. But don't get lost in that other stuff. And that other stuff, if you try to accumulate too many of those little minuscule things or whatever, then that could give you a false sense of relief, make you feel like you're doing something when you're really not doing nothing that's getting you closer to your goal. And then you adding up all that stuff on you, that could lead to burnout. And that stuff is real, no matter how hard they try to push that red pill, just be tough or blah blah blah. Well, toughness do play a factor. There's only so much you can take, and you can't just go straight into the fire with that, if you know what I'm saying. I'm sort of getting off topic, but just focus on the controllables and focus on the things that's actually gonna get you to the promised land, to your goals. And if you're gonna add that stuff supplementary or whatever. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. That stuff shouldn't be placed on an altar as it is currently. But that stuff is good for you. That no fap stuff, it clears your mind and your mental. But just stay focused on your goals first and foremost, and make that everything actionable smaller that you can do. Cause the no fap stuff, if you get knocked off, just try it again and just give yourself some grace and don't give up.